Don't do that.
Why'd you take your shoes off?
So I don't break your nose when I kick it.
I love Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Thank you. That means so much to me. You have no idea. Thank you so much.
You know what's good about it is because it captures Roald Dahl's vision while entertaining both the kids and the adults. And in this day and age of Pixar animation, it's a tough thing to do for any studio.
Absolutely. It really is. You know, it's based on Roald Dahl's book. He also wrote Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, of course. It's an incredible book. It's like, you know, it's a beloved book. But it really is a movie for the adults and the children. And it really is, when you say the word educate, it really is a smart, beautiful movie that kids will laugh at and also be mesmerized by, I think.
Now, how did you get involved with making the film?
I was working with the director, Wes Anderson, on a previous movie called The Darjeeling Limited. And while we were working on that movie, he brought up the idea that he was going to be doing this Fantastic Mr. Fox movie, but doing it stop motion animation, and would I like to be a part of it? And I said, of course, anything for him, and that's how I got involved, really. Am I getting better, Coach?
Well, you sure as cuss not getting any worse.
Really? I mean, you think I could end up being as good as my dad if I keep practicing?
Your dad? Your dad was probably the best whack-bat player we ever had in this school. No, you don't want to have to compare yourself to that.
I am the teenage son of George Clooney and Meryl Streep. I am kind of a misfit. I'm a bit of an outsider. I don't have many friends. I wish I was a better athlete. I haven't hit my growth spurt. I'm really short for a fox. My father is George Clooney, whose presence is overshadowing me completely. He won't really acknowledge me. And I like a girl who not only doesn't like me back, but she likes my cousin who I'm roommates with. I'm really struggling.
Yes, you are. And there's a lot of cousin rivalry going on.
Yes.
You're unsure of your father's love.
Yes. It's something that I feel like a lot of, you know, kids can relate to, is like this feeling of not really having friends or feeling like people are mean to you. My character gets picked on, but in the end of the movie, you know, he triumphs, and it's the reason he's able to triumph, I don't want to give too much away, of course, but he's able to triumph because of all the things that everyone else was making fun of him for. So I think that it's a very positive message, which is don't be embarrassed of the things that make you different. You should actually embrace those things, because people are just jealous of you probably for having those things and being unusual. And I think it's okay to be an individual, you know, and that's what the message is: be free.
I subscribe to that message, Mr. Jason.
Yep.
You're moving into the most dangerous neighborhood for someone of your type of species.
Your comments are valuable, but I'm going to ignore your advice.
The cuss you are.
Are you cussing with me?
No, you cussing with me?
Don't cuss and point
You're
at me.
gonna cuss with somebody, you're not gonna...
Just by the tree.
Okay.
How long did you work on this project?
Well, I worked on it off and on for about 2 years, but the animators of this movie worked on it solidly for 3 years, maybe more. It's an incredibly long and hard process and slow process. It's stop motion animation, so literally there are these puppets that have been built. An animator has to move a puppet's hand like this, take a still picture of it, move its hand a little bit more, take a still picture of it a little bit more, and so on and so on and so on. 125,000 still images go into this movie. It's done completely by hand, and it's so, the loving care and detail that went into this, it's insane. So though I did work on it off and on for 2 years, I did not work as hard as the animators did, and really this is their movie.
Right. Now, what makes this movie work, too, is because, you know, there's a lot of fantastic voice actors here. You, Miss Meryl Streep, and George Clooney, of course.
Yes.
But I think at the end, it's Wes Anderson. I mean, he has a knack for animation.
Wes is an incredible director. I hope he makes more animated movies, because this movie is unlike anything I've ever seen, and I think, you know, the audience in the world has ever seen. It's just so amazing and beautiful and funny.
Oh, well, thank you again, Mr. Jason, and congratulations on the film again.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Twig runners dash back and forth until the pine cone burns out. Then you count up however many score downs it adds up to and divide that by 9.